Nick often compared his life with a roller coaster. That you got to take the good and the bad, the hills and the valleys, and we often talked about that. His passion for roller coasters was unmatched, and it also was a great parallel to his life. In 2010, I got a call that Nick had been hit by a bus.
It was hat day at school, and I had a sombrero this big on. I don't understand that. Just please don't call me Regina George.
We took him to the doctors just to make sure he was okay, because he seemed unscathed by that.
It was the best thing they could have done.
The doctor must have felt a multitude of tumors in his abdomen, because he immediately sent us over to the med center, and that's when he was diagnosed with desmoplastic round cell tumor, very rare and deadly cancer. For 3 years, Nick went through approximately 35 or 36 different chemo treatments. He had 4 major surgeries, and in the end, this past February, he went into the hospital and stayed there until his death on Palm Sunday. Hershey Park was his rock. It was his haven for his whole cancer battle.
At Hershey Park, everyone looked at Nick like he was a normal kid. 16, 17, 18-year-old, that if they complained or if they had a problem with the ride, they weren't afraid to tell him or talk to him about it. Even after taking chemo, he'd work double shifts. He just loved working at Hershey Park.
It wasn't work for him.
The 4 Diamonds for us was kind of a surprise when Nick was first diagnosed and we were at the Hershey Med Center. We found out immediately when Nick started getting some of his prescriptions from the Hershey Med Center that maybe our insurance covered 2/3 of it, but there was always a third left that we would have to pay. But with the 4 Diamonds Fund, we never saw any of those bills. The 4 Diamonds picked them all up. This past year, in 2013, he was really, really hurting. And we said, come on, Nick, we'll get you a seat, we'll let you sit down. No, he says, they're standing, I'm standing.
He gave you an evil eye when you told him to sit.
Nick, you can sit down. No.
I'm not sitting, no one else is.
I've never let cancer change me. I'm still the fun-loving, enthusiastic guy I've always been. And do you know why? It's because of every single person in this room.
He was valedictorian of his class in high school a year after being diagnosed, and was able to go attend college for 2 years, so he was still able to live that life he wanted.
I don't let cancer change who I am.
He was going to live his life and not let cancer hold him down.
Your support, emotionally and financially, has lifted so many burdens off my shoulders. I can wake up in the morning, smell the fresh air, and just enjoy life. I don't want to survive. I want to live.